Back to my channel. So as you can see from the title above, we're gonna be making chiles rellenos. Okay, so the main I'm gonna tell you like all the stuff that I need, but those main ingredients that you cannot forget is obviously the chiles. So these are like the pepper, chile rellenos. These are like the peppers. They're washed already. So this is the peppers, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with these right now. So we need tomatoes for sure. They're washed too. So you could use any kind of tomato that you want as long as they're the red ones. So the chili peppers, you can't forget those. The tomatoes, the eggs, and you could use any kind of eggs that you want. You could use those. Mainly we're only using the egg whites, so you could take the yellow thing, whatever you call it, out. Queso fresco, we need that for sure. And you need flour, any kind of flour that you prefer. So the other important thing that you need is the oregano and the hoja de laurel. Everything else you might have around your house already. So one of the other main things that is really important that you need is, unless you could do it by hand, you could use you need one of these mixers to properly mix the egg whites, you know. Okay, so we're going to be using, those are the main ingredients. The other ingredients that I have is the oil, onion, I have garlic, I have cilantro, dried leaves, I have dried thyme, I have dry Italian seasoning, I have pepper, I have dried parsley, garlic, salt, oregano, and the laurel leaves. And then I have the fresh cheese. I have a 1.5 pounds of the fresh cheese. And then you also need the toothpicks. Those are also an important thing that you need, the toothpicks. I forgot to mention those. So right now I'm gonna make it. If you guys want to follow me through, go ahead and do it. If you guys just want to watch the video that I'm making, you know, I always appreciate it. I really do appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I try my best to put as much more. Okay, so right here, let me show you guys. Okay, so I have water boiling. Well, I put water to boil because I'm gonna go ahead and put the tomatoes inside already, because those need to be boiled. The tomatoes need to be boiled, and when I blend them, then I like to put also the onion in there. It's like the moist onion. I like to boil the onion as well, so that's why I have the onion. So right here I have just a regular pot that I'm going to have the tomatoes is already wanting to start to boil. So right now, let me get back to you guys. Right now I'm actually gonna start to toast the chiles because they need to be toasted, and that's what's gonna prepare them. So let me go ahead, and you're probably not gonna see much of my face, but you're going to be hearing me, and you're gonna watch me do like hands-on stuff. Okay, you can see I have all 3 burners on already. I'm gonna start. Lucky for me, my stove is a 5 burner, so while the tomatoes are starting to boil, I'm warming these up already, so I could just put the chiles. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be burning the skin. So we're gonna be burning the skin, and luckily for me, I have 4 available, but then you can't really see, and I feel like 3 is enough. So let me see, this one goes a bit big. This one doesn't go that big. So I'm gonna start putting the peppers on over here so they could start and getting charred up and ready. So this one could probably just take 1, but as you can hear it, you could hear them like starting to yet. So I'm gonna do like a little. Okay, so now I'm gonna start finishing peeling while looking after the rice. So the rice, and you wanna keep it like in a semi low flame, because rice, you have to be very careful with how you cook it, because you don't want it to get burned, because and then it won't cook properly and you'll just waste your time. So it would be like when you eat it, like, have you ever like ate like very hard rice? So I'm already done with this side. It's actually really easy. I only have six peppers today. So just turn it over and then finish on this side. And you don't have to exactly take all this off. Well, you kind of do, but if you miss like a little spot, like little spots, it's okay. You can't really tell. So just make sure you don't do it so hard, because then the skin will break and then it'll be harder for when you want to make it. So just make sure like you do it very gently and not break the skin. If you break the skin, it's okay. You could just put it together with a toothpick, because that's what we're gonna be using. Okay. So I'm done with this first one, and then I'm just gonna put it on the plate, like just laying down on the plate, and then I'm gonna get started with another one. So take this one out and start doing it. So the rice is almost about done. Then I'm gonna get it ready to boil. Okay guys, so I have the chiles here, and then I'm gonna cut them through the middle, take out the seeds, and then I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna chop the cheeses, slices of cheeses, and stuff them in with toothpicks. Here's what they're called, they're freaking toothpicks. So just leave the spoon there just in case if I need it. Okay, so I have the chiles here. And then, see, as you can see, this one already is, okay, so this one is like already like slit right here. So just go ahead and finish breaking it. And then go ahead and take out the seeds. Break them from the middle. Take them out. I have my towel here. Get the spoon and take the seeds out. Okay, so it's a little process. To take the seeds out. Okay, so I have my chili peppers here, and then I already took the seeds out of this one. It's a little ripped, but no problem. You could fix it with the toothpicks. So I'm just gonna put a few out right here just so I have them ready. And then I already chopped up the cheese, the yummy cheese. You could use any cheese that you want. You could use the regular mozzarella cheese or the Mexican cheese. This one is better to use, but some people like to use the other ones. So here it is right here. It's open. You can see it right here. And then I'm just go ahead and stuff them with cheese. Maybe just one more, so it could be nice and thicky. So then I'm just gonna close it. It doesn't matter if there's a few stems. Just go ahead and close it already, and then put both sides so you make sure it's closed really good. Okay, just so it won't when it's cooking in the juices, it won't like open. So right here there's a little piece open, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and put it together like this. So here's one. It's ready. It's not my best one because it's the one that's ripped, So I'm gonna put that one aside, and then I'm gonna do this one. This one I already was starting to take the seeds out. So for this one, you just cut in the middle, and then you just scoop the seeds out this way. So you just scoop the seeds out, put them in the bag. See, you just scoop more seeds. I'm sorry if you can't see really good, but see? So you just scoop the seeds out and then put the seeds aside. And then I'm gonna put the cheese. Gonna put the cheese in there. I'm gonna put this one. Cheese in there. Put a little bit more. And then see, it's like a stuffed pepper. And then just go ahead and close it good so the cheese won't fall out when it's cooking. So do that. And then make sure it closes good. I'm gonna put one more just in case. Don't want to have any accidents. So see, here it is. You close it, and there it is. See? That's how it's supposed to put. So you put that one, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do for the rest of them, and then I'll come right back. Okay guys, so I have the chili peppers here already stuffed with the cheese, and then I did have a problem with this one, and like it really dripped, so I'm just gonna eat that one because it's really like bad. So now it's time for the flour, to coat them in the flour before I start mixing in the eggs. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna coat put the flour here, coat it in the flour, and start putting them on here. So so I just let them sit while I'm getting the egg ready. So I'm opening this properly. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna pour some flour, a decent amount of flour on the plate, and then I'm just gonna spread it on the plate, and then I'm gonna get one of the peppers, and then I'm just gonna start coating it in the flour. So I want it really coated in with the flour because I want it to pick up as much as eggs as they can. So I'm gonna put that wherever, and then after that I'm just gonna dust it off a little bit and then put it over here. And then next when I do, just repeat the process. And so go ahead and do that. The flour is so soft, so just go ahead and do that. Take it off, powder it. You have to be really gentle with them because the skin could break. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Start coating them with everything. And then just put them aside. I'm gonna do the ugly one last. My mom, every time she cooked and she had like at least one, she did like one thing like ugly, like she would keep it for herself to eat, so everyone would like have the pretty one. So she got me into the habit of doing that. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm going to keep the ugliest one for me, and then just go ahead and coat that. This one I have to be extra gentle with that one. Just make sure you put it everywhere. Okay, just get that. Put it on there. And then this is the last one, which is kind of ugly too. Just go ahead and coat coat it completely and then set it aside. So with the extra what, this is weird. So with the extra flour, you know what, you if you don't want to waste it, you could not put it back in the bag, but you could make homemade tortillas. So I might do that just then. So let me get cleaned up and then we'll start getting the egg ready. Alright, so I have my little station here. I have the eggs here if you can't really see them. I already did a practice one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the egg in here. I'm going to use the old hack. I washed this water bottle already, as you can see. Take the yellow one out and then add the white one here. So let's go ahead and do that. So hopefully they don't break. So you have to be like really careful. Oh my god, talking about it breaking. You broke. So once that break, I'm just gonna put them aside because you can't use it. Okay, now I have to be a little bit more careful. So I'm gonna break it, slowly open it, and then pour it in there. And then I'm gonna squeeze it, trap it, and then put that in here, okay? And then put the other in here. So we're gonna repeat that to all of them. You just have to be really careful with it when you drop it down also, so the yolk won't break. Okay. And make sure you just get the yolk, see? So you just get the yolk and you throw that in there. Okay guys, so I have the machine ready and then I have the egg yolks. As you can see how I was putting them out, I'm putting them aside because I can't really waste that much time because then it won't come out right. So after this is all evaporated and very foamy and all white, then I'll go adding one by one of the egg yolks. So let's go ahead and get started and start mixing them. Okay, so the trick to know when this is ready is if you put it upside down and it doesn't fall. So as you can see, I did it and it didn't fall. Like, you completely trust it, so it won't fall. So now I'm gonna I'm letting the oil heat up because I have to do this fast or else it will break. I'm gonna slowly, gradually start adding the egg yolk. So, okay, peace. here. Completely cover it, the whole thing, and then I'm going to put it to fry. See? Then you just put it to fry like if you're making like regular eggs. So just fry it and then turn it over. So I'm going to do it to this one. This one needs a toothpick. If you feel like it needs more flour, then put the flour in it. Dust it off and then dip it in. Get it filled up all the way and then throw it in there. Then be ready to have the spatula ready so you could turn it so it won't burn. So you have to fry them in low heat so you won't have an issue. So I'm gonna leave mine for last. So put more flour in this one. Yay! So the eggs didn't break, it came out good, but I don't want to move them because I don't want them to get a lot of air. But they came out okay. When you know the eggs didn't come out good, it's when it's really watery and it looks broken. So I turned the egg around and there's the egg. You see how it's cooking like an omelet, some type of way, like an omelet? Yeah. It smells so good. See, that's when you know they're almost ready. So if I want to, I could keep throwing the oil around so I could cook the edges. Just go ahead and then I have to get a plate. See, so right here, all I'm doing is throwing the oil on the whiter side so it could finish cooking. So see, the egg is good. It's not broken. I have that one waiting for me to fry it, and then I have these. And then I'm finishing cooking them. You just throw them more oil. And then I'm going to get a plate ready, and I'm going to start doing the other ones. So I'll get back with you. Okay guys, so finally I'm done doing that, and now it's time to make the sauce. The main thing for that would be the tomatoes and all the seasoning that I showed you in the beginning. It is a lot of seasoning, but that's gonna make it come out okay. So the tomatoes have been sitting, they're still warm. So they're over here. I'll let you guys see it right now. I have a pot of the tomatoes right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. And as you can see, I put the onions. You can see them right here. I'm gonna throw them in. The onions are sitting, and then I'm gonna put half and half, okay? Just so there won't be too much. You don't even have to de-skin the tomatoes. Just go ahead and throw them in like that, because it's gonna be like juice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it up with the tomatoes, and go ahead and do that. Let me add some water in there because you do need the juices of the same juices that you boiled the water in. So the first thing that I'm going to put is the garlic. So just go ahead and put a good amount of spoonful. So remember, it's 3 times that I'm going to put, so I'm not going to put that much. So like about this much garlic. Just go ahead and throw it in there. You could put the oregano in there. So just put like a sprinkle in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and put like some Italian seasoning. And then I'm going to put some thyme leaves. It's a new packet, so let me open it. So some thyme leaves, just go ahead and put a little bit in there, not a lot. It smells so good. Some parsley flakes, gonna want to put that. Some garlic salt. Some garlic salt, pepper. And then last but not least, dried up cilantro leaves. So go ahead and do that. And then I am going to add a little bit of salt just so the taste could intensify a little bit. Not a lot. So I'm going to put the lid on it and I'm going to put it in the blender. And I'll show you that right now. So I like to put... Let me see if I closed it right because... Okay. So I closed the blender right, and then I'm gonna put it on there, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and start it slowly first, so it won't go all the way up, and then let me see how it looks. Just like that. So for the first round, you just want to put a little bit of juice. I've noticed that don't keep putting juice anymore. It's too liquidy, so don't use any of the water of the tomato. So for the egg, I know I'm gonna have way too much enough for the Chile. So what my mom used to do when I was little, for my brother, since he didn't like it like that, she would get the cheese and stuff the ham like this, and then she would just make them with the egg. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that because she did used to make me one too since I was younger too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prep some of these since I know I'm gonna have enough of eggs. Okay, so I just get the ham. And then I do it just like the chili. So I put it in there, and then I wrap it. And then all I do is just wrap it with the toothpick like this. Okay? Okay, so I already wrapped the ham with the cheese. And I really do recommend you guys to try this, especially if you have so much eggs left over. So I'm already done with the peppers. They're already right there, all chilling. Then I'm just gonna make the sauce and then let them simmer for a little bit. But first I wanted to do this. So this one you do it just like the peppers. You put flour on it. And then after you put the flour on it, I'm just gonna put it aside, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do it to this too. So just drench it with the flour. Okay. So yeah, I remember my brother when he was little, he didn't like to eat the peppers. It's just like anything normal, like a boy or a kid wouldn't like to eat the peppers. So my mom would be so nice enough to actually do it to him like this. So that was pretty cool, and now she passed it on to me. I learned by her, and then now you guys could probably try it out because honestly it is really good. You could do whatever ham you want. I'm doing turkey ham. So I just want to go ahead and do that. I believe the oil should be warmed up already. I'm just gonna get this out of the way, and then I'm gonna start drenching them in the eggs. So just doing it like this, and then I'm gonna put it in. So let me show you the other one. So I'm gonna get this one, and I'm gonna put it in, and then I'm just gonna keep rolling it until everything is covered with the egg, and then I'm gonna throw it in here. Okay, so I'm gonna put 3 at a time, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this one, and then just keep rolling it until you feel like it's all, the whole ham is covered in it, and then just go ahead and do it there, and then wipe your hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing the rest, and then I'll get right back to you guys. Okay, so now I served myself, and I'm actually gonna taste it. I tasted the sauce. I licked my fingers, and it tastes like really good. I also did a salad with to go with it, and here's the finished look of my food. For some reason my flash isn't working, so bear with me. So this is my food, the chili, and there's also sauce that goes with it. So let me go ahead and try it right now. Gonna get a spoonful of it. Okay. Ready? It's pretty good. The rice is good too. It's pretty good. So if you watch my video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off camera. But if you guys want me to do any videos of any kind, go ahead and comment down below, and I'll see if I could do it. Thank you for watching this whole video. I appreciate it. Bye.